church down. I don't think what's gonna last. Gonna last. Okay. Why is this not? Okay. Like this. Never ever has to be this big in order to this. I don't know. This computer is driving me up the wall today. Must not gonna be long before it go out because it's been acting really wacky. Oh, that's the normal size. Oh, there's enough. Yeah. Normal size. What is going on? Insane. Just absolutely insane. Am I lying? Okay. Something ain't right. Something missing. Something is missing. Go here. I am just stressed the freak out. And every time I get on this mother sucker, I lose subscribers. The computer not acting right. My printer not acting right. This is frustrating. Like try this. This is insane. Are you gonna do what I pay you to do? Thing, because it's driving me up the wall. I think it has done. I think I'm there. Thank you for your patience and being here. Because I have been having technical difficulties all day. When I say all day, I took a break and I came back and it just has continued. It's like this whole day. The technical problems will not yield. It's from my computer to my phone. I don't know if that Mercury is in retrograde or not because I haven't looked. But I swear to goodness, it's intentional. It's intentional. They're out to get me. I'm paranoid. I don't know who it is, but somebody is. And what's on my glasses? Man, I'm telling you, my eyes hurt. My eyes hurt because I have been on, looking in the screens and stuff and reading all day long trying to figure out what's going on. I mess up more than I straighten it up, straighten out the problems. What is this? I have no idea. Oh Lord, I flipped it up. Okay, I'm just trying to calm down. Welcome here to Can Angels Fly Tarot. Nancy, where I'm having my own little personal rant and meltdown from a very stressful day. But I'm about to try to chill out. As you can see, the subject matter that we'll be discussing this evening is how I am the captain of my ship. With that being said, I believe that you are also the captain of your ship. I might have my notes. I'm not even sure if I have them. Put this up here. If you're new here to Can Angels Fly Tarot, yes, this is a tarot channel, but it's so much more. We explore all the different aspects of life in order to do what? Try to make life make a little more sense. But if you're new here, I'm just waiting a few minutes, number one, for myself to calm down, to wind down, and number two, to see if the little audience builds up. Most likely I'll put a timestamp below this video. You can locate the timestamp below this video. Hi, your house. today is insane, and it's trying to go increasingly more insane. What the hell? What the hell? That is insane. Oh my God. Stop. Devil messing with me. And I know it. Devil messing with me. Anyway. Nice to meet you. You're new? Oh, your heart, my soul. Nice name. Nice name. Really lovely. I invite you to, browse around my channel. Watch a few of my tarot readings to experience the way I read tarot. Look at the other topics and subject matters that I discuss that help us get some of the answers to our life questions and concerns. During this live stream, I will be talking about how I am the captain of my ship, and I'm doing so because I believe that we all have the capability to be the captain of their ship. If you like to truly understand what I'm talking about, you are welcome to stay and sit in on this live stream and get a feel for me and what I'm about. And if you find something that you like here on my channel, Can Angels Fly Tarot, make sure to like, share, and if you haven't already, I guess the first thing is to subscribe. Don't pay me no man. I'll be all over the place. So, the title. I hope I do okay tonight because I really am frazzled. You subscribe, thank you. Thank you very much. I am frazzled. This has been a stressful day. But I would like to cover the subject matter. The subject matter is something that came to my mind a few days ago, and I just sat with myself and received all the thoughts that were coming in on the subject matter. The title again is I Am the Captain of My Ship. What am I really talking about when I talk about or declare that I'm the captain of my ship? I am really referring to multiple personalities, and I'll explain. I didn't write down the definition. I did. I don't know where I did with it. Don't worry about it, Nancy. Don't worry about it. What does it mean for a person to have multiple personalities? Well, just that. One individual ship or avatar or physical body has many spirits that dwell within it. So, back to the title, so I can kind of try to start again. I am the captain of my ship. You are the captain of your ship. What do I mean when I use the term ship? What am I referring to? I'm referring to our physical bodies, our vessel, our avatar. I am and you are the captain of our ship. The physical body, this vessel, is specifically fashioned or designed to interface with the surrounding physical environment. In short, the world. What am I saying if I didn't make it clear? I'm saying that our physical bodies, these vessels, were uniquely created and designed to interact in this realm. You, whatever your name is, your soul has been given dominion or supremacy over your physical body. And therefore you, whoever you are, your soul that dwells within your physical vessel has been given dominion, meaning control, over your physical body or your ship. And since your soul controls your physical body, your soul determines what actions and activities you will partake in this world. However, I'm trying to read y'all in improv, not doing too well, but I'm going to move forward. However, whether you know it or not, your physical body, your vessel, that ship, is occupied by other spirits other than your own. Those other spirits cohabitate in one's body. And the spirits that cohabitate in our bodies, in each of our bodies, vary. For some, the integration is flawless. But for others, the integration is imperfect. And for those particular type of people, they may seem or even feel as though they are broken. I'm going to stop. I see you spooling. Technology is winning today. So what was I just saying? I was contending that your spirit and your soul is not the only thing that occupies your body. There are other spirits that cohabitate in your vessel. Can I prove this? No. Do I know it 100%? Of course not. This is a theory. But I just pay attention to life. And what I have noticed is that there seems to be multiple spirits within each vessel, within each one of us. Since there are multiple spirits cohabitating within one vessel, we have people that that integration is imperfect. And those people often feel that imperfection. They often display that imperfection. In the field of psychology, psychiatry, this type of person could be diagnosed with something like multiple personality disorders or something like that. But when this integration is seamless, then most of us don't even know that there are multiple spirits cohabitating within our vessel. And I'll make it make sense along the way. Disclaimer. I have no professional accreditations, nor any medical or psychiatric degrees or anything like that give me the authority to give any medical advice. Remember, this is just my theory. Do I know what I'm sharing is 100% the case? No, I can't say that I do. I can't prove it. But I do watch life. And as mentioned, it seems to me that each of us have multiple spirits within us. But I just want to let the viewer know that I don't have any medical authority to give advice. This is merely my opinion. So back to the subject matter at hand, and it is about primarily multiple personality disorders, or what I like to call the beast within. I have multiple videos here on my YouTube channel. I actually have a series of about 5 videos that go into this subject matter about the beast within, where I talk about my own inner beast or alternate spirits that cohabitate in my vessel. I also talk about it relative to other people that have come and gone in my life. Now, those videos, if you're interested in locating them, I forgot to add the tag, y'all. Remember, it's been a very stressful day for me. But the videos are entitled something like Spirit Talk. Who, what, lives within. And they're like in about 5 different parts or volumes. One of them is called Spirit Talk, Who, What, Lives Within, Transformers. And so each of them have their own little unique hook at the end of the title. You can feel free to locate those videos in my video catalog and get a more in-depth explanation of why I believe multiple personality disorders are normal. And I do believe multiple personality disorders are directly connected with spirituality. Now I'm going to stop for a minute and try to take a breath, because as I shared here, I've had such a stressful day. It's been stressful due to technology. From the moment I woke up until I just went live, I have been fighting with either my phone, my laptop, or my printer, and I still haven't won. And so I'm just really trying to calm down. When I go through those kind of things, I really get frazzled and thrown off. And so I just kind of want to recap, and I want to recap quickly about what this video is about. It is about how I am the captain of my own ship, as well as you are the captain of your own ship. What ship am I talking about? I'm talking about your physical body, your vessel, your avatar. You are the captain of that ship. When I say that you are the captain of that ship, that suggests then that there are additional passengers or entities in this case that you are responsible for, because they are also aboard and on the ride. I don't want to jump the gun because I wrote notes, and so I'm just trying to adhere to the notes. So I was saying that many people aren't aware that they have like a multiple personality disorder. Why? Because the various spirits integrated within one vessel is so seamless till they are not aware. But then there are others where that integration again is what? Imperfect. And those type of people are seen as, and may even feel somewhat broken. What do I mean by broken? These people may suffer from depression and other symptoms associated with having multi-personalities disorder. Like what? Like inappropriate outburst, inappropriate outburst or change in one's mood or behavior. Many times in psychology, it is referred to as like being bipolar. Those type of outbursts. And I'm going somewhere with this, y'all. I really am. Again, I believe that multiple personality disorders and the diagnosis of like being bipolar are spiritually based, and I'll explain. Oh, hot dang. I know this day is not going to get more stressful. It might be. Because I don't think I have my notes here at all. They have fleet. I'm telling you, I know the devil playing with me. So, I'm just going to calm down. I ain't going to trip. I ain't going to trip. Wow. I'm not going to trip out. I'm not going to read that. Well, I'm going to keep on going and try to go on memory. Still talking about being a steward over one ship. So I'm going to have to just kind of talk from memory. We'll see how it goes. My body is the ship that I flow through life in. Inside of me are other spirits. My spirit is fairly well integrated with the other spirits that dwell within me. But there have been times in my life that I realized that it was more than just me within. Like when I would get very angry, I could feel a rage like something that was foreign to me, you know. When I have gone through like depression, I could feel that it was foreign to me. It was like a whole different entity. When I've had these experiences that were more passionate or, just being enraptured with desire and things like that, total foreign entity to me. And I was aware of it in that time. I could just sense that part of that wasn't, Nancy. It wasn't Nancy. In the course of my life, those different entities that cohabitate in my vessel have attempted to come out at the most inappropriate times. There were times when I should have been keeping my cool, that spirit of rage tried to force its way out. A couple of times it did. And it was very scary to me. Very scary to me as, again, a cohabitator. My spirit is afraid of that spirit. In the course of my life, I had to learn how to be the captain of my ship. How can I say this? The way this life is set up, when a soul incarnates into a physical body, that spirit right there was given dominion. My spirit, with all its memories, when it incarnated into this vessel, it was given dominion over this flesh body. I am the captain of my ship. And again, I was introduced to these coexisting entities within me. I call them the beast within. And I just shared, they have attempted to take charge of this ship every now and then in my life. It got to a point where I understood that if I did not hold the helm of the wheel of the ship, if I didn't keep control of this ship, one of those other entities or beasts within would take the wheel. So what am I saying? I am saying that I do believe that each human being has multiple personalities. But for a healthy human being, again, they are the steward or the captain of their ship or their physical body. I am Nancy. And I determine when that spirit of anger gets to speak. Technology. Okay. It's totally glitching out. It's tripping out and it's spooling. So I'm going to keep going. I was saying that I, Nancy, am in control of this ship. And those other entities or beasts within, I make sure to acknowledge that they are present. I, Nancy, make sure that I keep control of the stern or the steering or the wheel of the ship. I forgot what it's called. Because if I do not, then like that spirit of anger will step up and push my spirit to the side. And it will take control of the wheel of this ship. And if by chance I allow the spirit of anger that I know this beast dwells within to take control of the helm, I think they call it, or the wheel, then that beast will puppeteer my body to do violent and aggressive. I'll wait. I'm done. This is technology today has been kicking my butt. I am done. I am done. Where my phone at? Because I'm about to start cussing. I am done with this. I don't know what technology doing today. It's that I ain't gonna talk about it. I'm gonna let it alone. I'm all no emotional drive-bys. I ain't accepting it. I'm not doing none of that. Well, I'm here on live. I'm live. I'm just sitting up here. I don't know what this live stream doing, but I ain't playing. If you are interested in asking any burning questions, my throat breaking. If you are interested, probably from all the stress I've been up under today, interested in asking any burning questions, feel free to do so. I'm done. I don't even understand the energies today. They just been, it was something else that happened. I just turned and shook my head. It's like I've shared here in a couple of live stream or so ago that the air or the oxygen levels in our atmosphere or environment are depleted or something. And one day I walked out and I felt like I wasn't even in the right realm, or within the physical realm as I've known it. And today, what I kind of trying to think what happened, and I walked in, I was like, or walked wherever I walked, or did whatever I did. I was like, oh, this is not from Earth. This is not the realm. I know it sounds conspiracy-ish and things like that. And what I say, why? What was I doing? So I say, now why would whatever is trying to change reality? I'm just rambling now because I can't go with the topic because the live's messing up and my notes messed up and computer. I ain't got time, so I'm just talking because I'm on here. It's going in and out. So I need a drink of water. This is just the day. I could really use some hen dog today. This is crazy. Or some Remy. This is insane. And so I was like, I think I was in the kitchen. Hello. I think I was in the kitchen. And I can't remember what it was. And I just turned. I said, oh, that's not the norm. That's not what was here. 10, 15, 20 years ago. That's not reality. That's not the reality that I know. I can't remember what it was. But I said, now, whoever is moving to manipulate our reality, I said, why they didn't just save it for the younger generation? You know, don't let me see it, because you irritate me. You know, it's just like you're irritating me because you want me. I know this might sound crazy if y'all don't follow this kind of stuff, but you want to present to me something that I know flat out ain't true at all, never has been, and it can change it and make it be, but I know it ain't never been so. And I was like, maybe they could give it this change, this manipulation to reality to the younger generation, and they won't know no difference. Remember, no point of reference. I said, but I've been here almost 50 years now, and so I have a point of reference. I have a fairly good memory. It ain't always perfect, but it ain't that bad either. I said, but yet they're changing. When I talk about they're changing, when I say they, up to my science, government, whoever doing what, are manipulating our reality. How are they doing it? I don't know. If it's cloak and dagger, I don't know. I do know we live in the age of deception, and I'm so aware of that. I mean, that's undeniable. Everything, age of deception, from, you know, anything that is composed now can be edited, you know. So how can we have dates and timestamps and proof of you know, when something was composed, served, delivered, when everything can be edited now? You know, it's their word against your word. It's her word against your word. It's his word against, because everything can be manipulated now. We have this thing now when it comes about makeup, you know, about makeup and how it is changing people's appearance unlike any other time. Maybe it happened in the fashion industry and it wasn't popular, but everybody's starting to understand how to use makeup now, and using their faces as a basically a canvas. That's how people are putting on makeup now, a canvas, and they are literally painting on a whole nother person. It's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, but it's been so much going on with my channel. You know, every time I make a live, I lose about 5 subscribers right behind making a live. Every time I make a video, I lose 1 to 2 people over like a 5 to 7 a day period. And so it's something that if I sat down and actually plotted it, I could track it. I'm just talking, this is an Aquarius rant, so I'm going to change this. This is an Aquarius rant. Let's see where, I don't want to change my, ooh, I know what I can do. I don't know if it's going to work. Y'all hold on. I'm about to switch up on y'all real quick, because this is, just hold on. Ride the wave with me, y'all. I think I know what I'm doing. Here I go. Here I go. Here I go again. Let me see. There. I am here. I am back. Let's see. I ain't done yet messing around, y'all. I'm going to switch this up. Going to switch this up. Let's see. Reduce that. Don't lose that. Here you go. I'm changing this. I'm going riding the wave. Adaptable. And what am I adapting to? This is in a, why not? I mean, when is enough enough? When is enough enough? When I'm irritated. When I am irritated. I have been dealing with a lot of nonsense, and I try to hold my peace. Like, okay, eventually it's gonna blow over. But this stuff been having staying power. When I say this stuff, my life and the insanity that is happening is having major staying power. What's going on? Okay, let's see about that. Make it pretty. Ooh. Okay. I wonder, can I do this here? I did it. Okay. Uh-huh. Right up under your nose. I done did some creative stuff, y'all. So, I'm going to come back to this. I'm going to come back to I am the captain of my ship, because the message that I got was very, very important, and it really is about understanding what dwells within the beast that dwells within. The reason one needs to understand it is so that they can maintain control of their ship, number one, and two, know how to work with those alternate entities. So now I'm over here. I like that. Look at this. I gotta get more savvy. Ooh, I'm the captain of my ship. Over here, I'm doing an Aquarius rant. Why not? This mother sucker right here. So, why am I doing an Aquarius rant now? I'm a rant now because I'm irritated. As I was saying, if I had thought about doing this, I would have put all that over there on the red side. Technology's been driving me crazy today. But I am what? The captain of my ship, and I will maintain my calm and cool. Not only is it the technology, it's people. I know I'm scatterbrained. I was saying, and I cannot remember what happened earlier. I was like, the reality has been being tweaked under our noses for a long time. I think it's starting to happen more rapidly now, but a lot of it's being missed. And it's being missed because, again, the younger generation doesn't have a historical point of reference, so they don't know. So stuff getting changed, and it's the norm to them. I always talk to my family about what is the norm. What is a person's norm? What is a family's norm? You know, what is a culture's norm? For the younger generation, their norm is different than the generations before norm. It's the generation before, like my generation, that should be noticing the changes. If they ain't all, doped out or or drunk, or on the hamster's wheel, those kind of things. It's a lot of changes to our reality. And as I was also saying, we are, like the Bible spoke of, we are living living in the age of deception. And I mean, I you know what, I am to this point where I need reality check. I need a reality check. I really do. When I say I need a reality check, I'm saying for many years, I say, no. My whole life, I have seen, like what was coming. And it was a time that I wasn't invested in what I was seeing. I was like, I thought it was the norm. I thought it was a norm. I thought everybody did that. So, I was, and then a time period came where, when stuff would happen and others around me would be shocked or in awe or couldn't see the delusion or deception, or whatever. That's when I started realizing everybody didn't have what I had. I was like, oh, okay. Okay. Nancy, you might be a little bit different here. And people used to kind of interact with me sometimes differently. I'm that kind of person that's kind of been I don't know, I'm in the middle. Like when I was in high school, I was popular and nerd. I was everybody, and so I'm still everybody. I'm everything, and so I never have identified with one social, group. I identify with all. I am all. And that's always been me. So I always fit in whatever square, whenever. So that's been me. And so when I forgot. See, I got a lot that all this technology and stuff that had me going today. I was saying something anyway. This is an Aquarius rant. I'm a maybe just not publish this video, this live after I'm done, because I've been on here 40 minutes and have not accomplished a thing. What was I talking about? I mean, this is insane. I mean, the whole thing. I guess I'm overwhelmed because I've been seeing a lot of stuff. I know one thing. I have been really picking up on people lying. I made a video called Liar, Liar. Your pants are guaranteed to be on fire. I have been experiencing people that lie. And I'm just looking like, that's crazy to me. To be hell bent, and literally it's all like people are hell bent to do certain things. I'm hell bent, even if I have to lie. And I'm watching people lie like, wow, like people don't have common sense. I am watching people think they can do cruel things to another and act like it hasn't happened. And what was I trying to say? A lot of people here on YouTube, and some of the people that I meet in the general outside, talk about this, ascension process. And ascension is the awakening so we can ascend. So we can ascend in our consciousness and our awareness and things. But I share here, hey, we don't have to ascend. We can descend. We can devolve. The hope is, of course, to ascend. And when I look around at the people that I know and people that I meet, I'm like, how can we possibly be ascended? Isn't the stuff I see is not okay? I'm still seeing racism. I am seeing, like, again, people lie. I see people under various illusions or delusions or falsehoods, and they don't even know they're up under them. And that's so scary to me. And I say it's scary to me because I'm like, if they can't see, then what is it that I can't see about myself? And that's scary. That is so freaking scary. What is it that I can't see about myself that is detrimental to me and my soul and to others and their soul? What is it I can't see? And I sit and contemplate and ponder on that all the time. I get in the mirror, get butt naked, and I just look and stare, and it's not about the physical. It's trying to just release the world. While as long as a person is in a physical vessel, it's impossible for them to completely, of course, release the world. It's so impossible. That's another thing I was dealing with. Because our physical state forces us to be needy. And so I try to release as much as the physical world as I can. And I know that, again, all the physical demands, they're not going to go nowhere. The bills ain't going nowhere, and the demand ain't none of them going nowhere. But in the moment, I can take that 1 second, 5 minutes, and just be with me and try to understand what's going on. And I say that as I rant, because I hear so many people seeing, rainbows and bubblegum drops as a future. And I was like, are they serious? Are they, because I'm not one to say, oh, you ain't seen that or you ain't experienced that, or and I don't do all that. But I'm like, I wondered, are these people just wanting to be in the mix, in the trend, be a part of that's what's Yanni, what is normal now? Is that what they want to be? They want to belong, and so they say anything. And I'm not talking about no particular person. I'm just talking about everything. Everything. Like today took the cake. The technology took the freaking cake the whole day. just be everything glitched out, stuff that I've been dealing with for years. I know like the back of my hand, glitched out to I done totally lost control of everything. I had to reset my whole system to just get here. I know not what tomorrow gonna bring as far as this computer and this technology. It was just crazy. And it was on top. It's like the straw that broke the camel's back. On top of all of this, like I said, I watched, I guess you could say, a Mandela effect today. I've told y'all before, when the Mandela effect happened now, I'm just like, because I've been seeing it. I'm like, okay, for years. Mandela effect just came up. Well, I've been on YouTube in the last 5 years. Like, oh, okay, everybody know now I'm not by myself finally. And so when it happened, I'm like, okay. But today when it happened, I was like, oh, shit. I said, God dang. And as I say, why they gotta let me be exposed to it? You can change or distort reality, but you can't just make sure the young folks see it. Don't let me see it. I already know the truth. You can't change what I know. I know it. And like I said, whatever it was, I can't remember what it was. I know it didn't exist. Now it's here. That's the lie. You got this. What I be talking to myself or talking out loud. You got to go tell them. And I'm talking about the younger generation. You got to go tell them. They're the ones you can fool. You know, I know we live in an age of deception. And so, as I said, it was the technology, it was that, and then it's people chronically lying. Chronically lying. And then I'm like, what the I'm going to get banned from YouTube, from cussing. Like, why are you lying? Be truthful. See, I'm starting to figure out why I'm not liked. I'm real quiet. I'll be so quiet. I would, Don't push me. Don't provoke me. Don't ask me what you don't want to hear. Because I am the one, if I do open my mouth, I'm going to tell you exactly what I see. Am I right? I might not be. But if you ask me my opinion, then I'm going to give it to you. And don't complain. Don't cry. Deal with it. Whatever. Because I'm the same way with myself. I understand now when astrology talk about how, or just period, how some people are very, very hard on themselves. I am hard on myself. I will criticize myself. Again, it's something called constructive criticism versus, like a toxic criticism. I am constructively critical. Critically constructive. Constructively critical. Y'all know what I'm saying. I'm frazzled. Check this out, Yanni. I started here, couldn't do it, so now guess what? Now I'm over here. Here. It wasn't going down. Technology started messing up. And so I'm going to say what it is. And I do it to myself. I'm very critical of myself. It's constructive criticism that I give myself. But I am hard on myself. And I don't even think it's hard. I'm not hard on myself. I'm honest with myself. I'm honest with myself. And it's about anything. Any of my, anything I'm trying to work on, do, accomplish. I'm not where I want to be in life, but I could be so far worse off based on my life experiences. And I try to do my best. I try to look at the facts and accept them. The hardest fact that I had to look at that would probably be something that others could relate to is understanding that the person that I love so dearly didn't love me. I talk about that a lot, not because I'm still in love or or longing or anything. I talk about it because I think that's where many people can relate. And that was one of the things when I say I had to get with myself. A matter of fact, I found a list. I don't know. I ain't going to read it off. But when I was near, this is a rant, remember. When I was near the end of that last little love relationship I had, where I was head over heels in love, where love make you blind. I hope I remember that. Love make you blind. I'm just all over the place. I've been getting a lot of messages too. Love make you blind. But after, when I was near the end of that relationship, I wrote on a piece of paper, front and back, every single thing I detested about that person. And while I was in the relationship with them, I knew I couldn't stand it. I knew they were detestable to me. You know, and I'm not talking about their features or anything. I'm talking about their character and how they interacted with me. And when I found the paper like 2 or 3 days ago, and I just sat on the edge of the bed and I read it, I was like, that's deep. That is actually deep, that I sat in the midst of that relationship, which was toxic and it wasn't subconscious, it wasn't invisible to me. I knew I didn't like the way this person spoke to me sometime, you know, or maybe a demand that they had, or they would kind of rush me. I don't like being rushed, you know, those kind of things. I talked about it the other day, and I think that's what made me talk about it, how when we would be working together on a project or planning to work on a project, I'm an Aquarius, so I sit down and I get a piece of paper, pen, my vices, which are cigarettes and something to drink, and I sit down and I write out a plan, very quiet, you know, where they go instantly out to start working on that project without any planning or anything. They're they are a Capricorn. And so by the time I'm ready to join in the project, I'll say join them, they haven't gotten that much further. What they do, the Capricorn did, was physically like work their plan out, like shifting puzzle pieces around, getting dirty doing it. Whereas Aquarius, I sat down on a piece of paper and could, you know, compartmentalize everything and organize it. So when I got out there and it started the project, I knew where everything went, and I just started working on it, and I didn't get all dirty. And so they would constantly, well, what are you doing? Come on, let's go. Da-da-da-da. I'm like, would you please stop hollering at me? I'll be there when I'm ready. I have to get my head in the game. And so at the time, I didn't know what it was, and I guess that's another reason why I was very accepting of it. I didn't really know what I was experiencing. I went about things 2 different ways. And I was like, but when I found that list the other day, I was able to, by the end of that relationship, sit down and write down everything I detested about that person and how we interacted, their shortcomings, and everything. And I'm not criticizing them. I'm just saying it's my fault that I stayed with somebody that would rush me. And I knew that I was sitting up. I was doing as much work as they were. They chose to work dirty. I chose to work, you know, clean mentally. And we always got the job done in the end. It was very successful. We worked well together once we went to putting the work together. But first he had to get dirty and I had to get mental. And then we made it happen. But it was so many things. I don't even know. I said I was going to have my daughter read it. Because it was just amazing to me how I sat in that for 8 years. 8 years. What am I talking about? Everything. Just frustrated. This is an Aquarius rant. It was, I like this. It was this. I was talking about how I am the captain of my ship and you are too. But since that didn't go well, and since everything want to spool and the live stream want to stop, now I'm over here doing an Aquarius rant and just venting. Because everything that got on my nerves, from the technology to the people to the Mandela effect, it's been a whole bunch of crap. And love make you blind. Love make you blind. That's the last thing I heard, was love make you blind. Hi, honey. That's the righteous with leadership abilities are ascending. We will lead the ladders that are willing. Others. Okay, others that are willing. Change is acquiring. Adult soul awakening is huge evidence of the ascension. Sending money this evening. Well, thank you. I can use that. Maybe I can get me a drink so I can settle down. Sending money tomorrow. Okay, whatever. I'll get drunk then. People start lying at how are you. Yeah, that's a shame. Soon as you say, don't even make eye contact with them, Yanni. Don't even make eye contact. Just start laughing for nothing.